Oh my wamo yoteru. Welcome back to Fists of the North Star, Bartender Paradise. This one's actually going to be a little more cut up because, well, most of these people we've already served, so I'm trying to keep in only the ones that are new or, well, interesting. This guy here's the junk shop owner. We haven't seen him for a while, but yeah, he's another one of the patrons.
Certainly.
Patrons? Yeah. Patreons of this bar. Patrons.
Mix. Perfect.
You are already drunk.
Dude, you rule.
The junk shop sells some car parts, some materials for car parts, and also some equipment, so it's definitely worth building out. Meanwhile, we still have Rob of Rob's Bar.
Certainly.
And done.
Nobody truly knows who owns
Southern Cross
Rob's Bar,
Metropolis.
but it is conveniently the closest restaurant to the Coliseum. So getting cheaper food there is, well, definitely a plus.
Welcome.
So our bartender, or our bar newcomer, Alan here, is here to meet up with somebody who's wearing thick makeup. Apparently she's going to make a man out of him.
Certainly.
Shake.
Bloodstained Mary. Thanks.
The stealth overcoat's actually a pretty neat piece of equipment.
Welcome.
It essentially removes your chance to be hit by random encounters in Eden.
Certainly.
Shake.
Shining shot of death.
Kyle and Garfield have a lot in common. They both hate Mondays, and I assume before the war, Kyle used to love lasagna.
Thanks.
Luckily for him, everybody's working for the weekend.
Welcome. Certainly.
Shake.
Shining shot of death.
It seems as though customers usually have a drink they will always get when they come in. For instance, the junk shop owner will always get a you are already drunk. Alan will always get a bloodstained Mary. Things of that nature. once you hit rank A bartending, it's actually a pretty quick bump up to rank S. Maybe only 2 or 3 more full rounds of drinks and you'll be there.
Hey there.
And hey, here's Alan again. He's looking fine.
Certainly.
Hokuto! 100 Shake Rush!
Bloodstained Mary.
Thanks.
Welcome. Certainly.
Hokuto! 100 Shake Rush!
Bloodstained Mary.
I haven't mentioned it before now, but the lights on top of the PS4 controller will actually change color to the color of whatever drink you're making.
Stuff!
And flash that color as Kinshiro is mixing it. It's a neat little touch. The Reaper shirt isn't amazing, but hey, we've hit rank S. From here on, every drink we make will bring in at least 20,000 IDL. But hey, we can't exactly be the Lord of the Night without going back to the nightclub.
Yes.
I mentioned that these are more mission-based, and, well, I actually fail one of these. As you can see, some of the hostesses, their little smiley faces in the upper right of their portraits change. That's their condition, so some of our hostesses are actually getting a little worn out. Maybe they've been on the clock for too many days in a row. Maybe their last shift was just exhausting. Whatever the case, we will constantly need to swap them out in order to make sure they're working at top capacity. In this case, we're looking for beauty, power, and cute. So our sexy staff member could actually take a night. Oh, excuse me. We don't need beauty. Yeah. So our beauty member can actually take a night off. None of the guests will be really excited to see her, so I won't feel too bad for only getting 4 hostesses out on the floor.
Welcome to the nightclub.
Good to see you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead.
I didn't really mention the hostess skills last time, though that is definitely an important way of getting your clients satisfied faster.
Welcome.
In addition to using the skill bar in the upper left for some of your, well, handling rowdy customers, you can also use it to activate hostess abilities. Some of them will be range from earn 3 times sales from a seated guest. Some of them may be heal a certain amount of health for hostesses at the same table as you, hostesses at surrounding tables, and all hostesses. That costing, a level 1, 2, or 3 as it goes up.
Good evening.
And some of the skills will be earn money from every seated customer. Some are pretty good, and Hina, because of her earn 3 times sales from a seated guest, she'll make a fair amount of money from any given guest.
See you again.
You can see there we were able to get that guy out just the exact end of his patience bar, so to speak.
So much time.
But these wealthy guys take a bit of a toll on the attack bar, so her HP is actually going down pretty quick.
I'm really feeling it. It was real
Take your time.
Later. Right up my
I haven't really talked about guest mood that much, but mostly that's because I don't really know a good way to affect it most of the time. It seems to randomly fluctuate up and down, and the better their mood, the faster their HP goes down, but sometimes it'll just go down, and I couldn't tell you why. I mean, the big thing to keep in mind is simply that if you pair up a guest with a hostess, they at least have a their tastes come in four rankings on the thumbs up. Pink thumbs up, hey, absolutely my jam. Yellow thumbs up, it's okay. Green thumbs up, not really great. No thumbs up, why is this person at my table? So, obviously, higher affinity means better sales. And also, well, better customer satisfaction. But even if you pair somebody up with a hostess they like, it'll still fluctuate quite a bit. In that last mission, our goal was simply to satisfy 4 customers, which, as long as you're pairing up the right customer with the right hostess for the right type, they'll leave satisfied. In this case, this one wants to make sure you know how to use skills, especially because the first couple customers you're going to have come in, they have no particular likes for hostesses. So the only way to really get money off of them is to use a skill that either says earn 3 times sales from a seated guest or earn sales from all guests. But without that skill, this first guy who comes in, you're gonna have a hard time getting rid of him.
Welcome.
Because he doesn't really like anything. He doesn't super dislike anything, but yeah, he's pretty bullish on everybody. If you're playing along at home, I might recommend sitting down 2 hostesses with him, just because they'll pull out twice as much money, but
Why'd I get this?
Go ahead.
it depends on how well you've keyed her up for everybody else.
Thanks for waiting.
Hi there.
Thank you for waiting.
Go ahead.
And so, no matter how the rest of this night goes, how much money we make, this mission is done. I have succeeded. All it took was that 1 skill usage.
Good evening.
And then, as long as you can keep up the train of happy customers, you'll never see them again. Because once you get 1 satisfied customer, the guys with all the money start rolling in.
Sorry about that. Let's get the party started.
Are there any
Welcome to
other
the
girls?
nightclub.
It's almost time.
Good evening.
This is great.
Go ahead.
I'm pumped. I'm getting wasted. Later.
This girl. Anytime now. Hi there.
It's been a while.
Pleased to meet you.
This club kind of sucks. You're hot.
Take your
Thanks
time.
for waiting.
Well then.
Of course, now we have the problem where one of our hostesses is practically out of energy, and that'll happen. But because they only take 2 minutes, you can never get too far behind. It's probably worth mentioning that the higher level your hostesses get, the more money they can demand in salaries, which will be a thing that can, well, dent your earnings, I guess. But it's never that big of a deal. You'll always make more back than you spend on salary.
Oh? Yes.
And unlike in Yakuza 0, there's never sort of a cabaret battle thing, so it's never competing salaries. Still, I run into a bit of a problem on this map because I don't bring the right hostesses. The goal here is to prevent all crises, so never does a customer get rowdy, and never does a regular customer get upset and need Kenshiro to step in. Unfortunately, the wealthy guy who was on the far side, I did not bring the right kind of hostess to placate them all the time. They like cute, but in the event that both of my cute hostesses are occupied, I need someone they will at least tolerate. In this case, it was one of my, beautiful, I think, hostesses. Oh no, it was one of my, I think it was one of the sexy hostesses. But I've only got one, and she's pretty tired. So, if I'd wanted to do this one properly, what I probably should have done is one of the earlier missions, just to, I don't know, wipe out the tiredness and go back to it.
Good evening.
But I didn't do that.
Alrighty.
Let's get started.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Boring.
Goon customers seem to usually have a preference for sexy and for tough hostesses, which, you know, good for them.
Bored.
I'm getting pumped! I'm pumped!
Maybe I'll head home.
Oh, baby!
Go ahead.
Oh, baby!
What a knockout!
Let's get started.
That was the shit!
That was the best!
Take your time.
Party time!
And so here comes our wealthy customer stream, and frankly, I just do not have the hostesses to deal with it.
What a knockout!
I missed you.
Pretty cute.
Hi.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you.
As your nightclub rank increases, you do have the opportunity to go around Eden and the Wasteland itself to pick up new hostesses, in addition to the ones that you will get for completing missions.
Take your
But
time.
frankly, my roster is just a little thin right now, so dealing with this is a bit difficult.
Thanks for waiting.
Best day ever.
Can you guess which table's gonna have a problem?
Go ahead.
She's not all bad now. That was tons of fun.
Till next time.
Pretty cute.
Welcome to the
This
club.
is That was a good time. This sucks. I'm really feeling it. It was so nice, Daddy girls. This is a blast. What do you think I am?
So, whenever there's trouble, you will have to hop in and do something. In this case, he's not a rowdy customer, so I can't use one of these other things, but it doesn't matter. The crisis has occurred. So, mission failed. You'll still get money from this, but you won't get whatever the special award is, and you won't have the mission completion.
Welcome.
Such is life.
Take your time.
I'm getting
Nice
Good
to
evening.
meet you.
Take your time.
shithole! You're not cute at all!
So, I'll do this better next time, but for now, well, that's it. See you next time.